So I guess we dropped the Woods case for the same reason that Anna did. No body, no leads. Hell, I mean, we can't even prove there was a crime.
Huh? State higher-ups will be very pleased, I'm sure.
The state higher-ups are always pleased when nothing happens, because that means things are nice and safe. But you and I know different, Guy. There was a bloke snuffed out right here in Port Charles.
We think.
And then his body was stuffed into the river, and then somebody else retrieved it.
We think.
Whether we can prove it or not, it happened. Hell, that's the problem. That's what's messing me up. It's frustrating. I know it happened.
All right. So what are you going to do? You going to close the file?
I guess I haven't got much choice. Might have been different, though, if I could have spoken to Fran Woods. What else is on the docket?
Nothing. This has been a very quiet city lately. I'm telling you, it's a sign of a well-run police department.
Yeah, it also makes for a kind of a dull life. Look, I think I might head over to the hospital. Maybe they found something out of that sheriff.
The role of Stella is now being played by Jean Bates.
Here we are. Oh, thank you, Stella. Put them down there, dear. All right. There we go. Yes. Well, as we were saying, I think the French are just being unreasonable. Adding garlic to pickle Lila, really. We can't change the recipe. They'll just have to understand that. We can't even make enough to fill all of our orders now, anyway. Oh, we got a nice note from that dear prince who lives in, now, where is it? Somewhere in the south of France, I think. Must be here somewhere. Let me see. Yeah, that's it. See? He likes our pickle Lila just the way it is. In fact, he's ordered 200 more cases for his hotel.
Well, he'll have to wait until August, I'm afraid.
Oh, good Lord. I don't believe it.
Edward, dear, did you take your prune juice this morning?
Meditech stock is falling.
You know how it affects you when you don't take your prune juice.
I'm losing a fortune, and you're thinking about prune juice.
You know, we could loan you a little money from Pickle Lila, dear, if you want it. Stella, do you have all that stuff about the assets?
Oh,
What a time for Cheryl to be missing. I've got to get a hold of Scott and Allen and my broker.
Oh, here it is.
Why don't you pour some prune juice in that box? I got to get to a phone.
You're certain?
Yes, they called just before you walked in.
We'll have to alert the entire staff. Do you think you can handle that?
Piece of cake.
Well, that sort of changes everybody's plans for the day.
What does?
The shoe is about to fall.
The accreditation committee report?
Yes, Amy got their call. They finished their report, and they're coming by this afternoon to give us the results.
Well, could Amy detect what they sounded like? If they were hostile or friendly or what?
Just businesslike. Looks like it's time for us to cross our fingers. I want you to alert Dan Rooney especially. Yes, they'll be coming in this afternoon. I want everybody on their toes. I know that, and I appreciate it. Okay. Well, I guess it's D-Day.
Yes, but are we the allies or the Axis?
We certainly have taken our share of hits, haven't we?
Wait just a minute here. You know, we happen to be a fine hospital. You can look at our record. I mean, we have taken on more than our share. We have facilities, we have research, we have patient care that is unavailable within 300 miles of here. Not to mention a very dedicated staff.
We also happen to have a doctor that slugged a patient, lights that go totally out of control. We have lost a critically ill patient. So the committee starts to say to itself, I think there's something about this hospital that is starting to smell. And then lo and behold, what happens? Something about this hospital really does start to smell.
Alan, I've already talked to him about that.
Could you excuse me? I have to make a phone call.
So what's that all about?
I don't know. His mood swings with the stock market. Is there anything I can do to help, Steve?
Just stay close.
No, I mean to take some of the pressure off you.
You might send for an oxygen tank. If I'm going to have a coronary, today will be the day.
Well, I've already told everybody I could find.
Oh, I heard it from one of the cleaning people.
Oh, drat. I was going to call them next.
Well, I wouldn't be so cavalier about this if I were you. The accreditation committee can close us down.
Steve says that they can't possibly do that.
If they withdraw our accreditation, they'll close the door in less than a week.
Yeah, but that wouldn't happen.
Or the wolves at some outfit like Meditech will show up and start fattening up on our bones.
Excuse me, ladies. Come on, Father, you've read the same newspaper articles that I have. Why are you always not there when I need to talk to you? Hold the elevator. Excuse me, gentlemen. Thank you.
Now, let's see. On the very first page, I think I should put all the newspaper articles about my appointment to the hospital board of directors. I think it's going to take 2 pages for that. Lucy Jones requests the honor of your presence at a cocktail party. Takes care of that base. A gorgeous, gorgeous charity bazaar was given by Mrs. Lucy Jones, a prominent member of the hospital's board of directors and a very prominent philanthropist. Attending were all of Port Charles' finest people. Ridden out on a rail were Bobby Meyer and Scott Baldwin. You know, Scotty, it would be awfully nice if I could get what I wanted out of you and then use it to run you and Bobby completely out of town and get exactly what you deserve. It would be doubly nice. Coming.
Hey, Luce, how you doing? You've been
Hi.
outside today. It's gorgeous. Is Mama here?
Actually, she's at the park with BJ. If you're going to be here, I might as well make us a cup of coffee.
No, that's all right. Nothing for me. I really need to talk to Mama about Felicia, though.
Colton, I have heard about your problem. And you know, I have warned you and warned you about messing around with my sister-in-law.
Okay,
It's going to cause
relax.
problems for me.
Whoa, settle down. Let's not get into it, okay? Let's just be friends. Everything's going to work itself out.
Well, it damn well better.
I had a talk with Felicia, a short talk, and I told her how I felt about her.
You what?
I told her that I am a human being, Lucy. And I may not be able to control how I feel, but I can very well control my behavior. All I want is to just be Felicia's friend. That's all. And she needs a friend.
You know, this does not sound at all like the Colton that I know, and you certainly are not acting like him. I gotta admit that.
Well, it looks like we've both done some changing. A lot.
I wish you wouldn't bring that up, okay? I don't really like that you keep bringing it up.
I wasn't even thinking about that. Look, as far as I'm concerned, that is a finished chapter in your life.
I can't stop worrying about it, okay? It's stuck in the back of my mind somewhere that if someone finds out about it, then I'm...
Relax, it's okay. Look, it happened a long time ago. Nobody is ever going to find out about it. We've both come a long way. And I think that maybe it's time for us to focus on being positive about our lives, all right?
Did you, realize how much I appreciated you talking to Tony? I can't believe you actually said all those really nice things about me.
I just told him the truth. Look, I better get going. I want to talk to Mama. She's at the park, right? Park. Okay. Have a good day.
Think positive about life. Is that what you said, Colton? I really like that.
You don't have any other appointments this afternoon, so it needs to be free when Fran Woods gets here.
I wish I knew why she wanted to see me.
Well, maybe she wants to continue with the investigation.
She could boss me out of the thing.
Well, I'll send her in when she gets here. Made on the investigation. Yes, this is Felicia Jones. I just got another one of those phone calls.
The same thing?
Yeah, they ask if it's me, then they ask when I'm leaving, and then they hang up.
Huh. They're not on long enough to trace them, I suppose.
No, I don't know what they want.
Well, the next time this happens, come and get me. I'll listen to you.
Hello, fellow Crime Stoppers.
Hello.
Oh, honey, before you even ask me, I have no more information on Frisco. Not yet, anyway.
Oh, well, all right, then. I'm going to go back in the office and wait for Fran.
Okay.
Is that Fran Woods?
Yeah.
But you finished that case.
I did. She called earlier. She just sounded so miserable. I said I'd meet her later. I've been thinking of talking to Robert.
Why? You can't give him very much, can you?
I've got an address. But he just makes me so crazy about this entire case.
Well, I can understand that, but with both of you working separately, there haven't been any major breakthroughs.
I know.
Look, even if he has the address, it's not going to do him much good. Since I assume the woman doesn't live in his jurisdiction, he won't even be able to talk to her.
Well, it's never stopped him before.
All right, then look at it this way. Aside from giving him the address, what else is there?
Nothing. That's the whole thing, see? We haven't come up with the body. There's no trace of the man. I mean, that's why I gave the case up, really.
Then give him the address. Unless,
Unless what?
Unless you're concerned that this whole business involves Duke.
Hang on.
All right. Forget I said that. If you need any help from me, just holler. I'll be in my office, all right? What will you do?
We wanted to show us these ideas for a new...
No.
Well, I sort of like the...
Look, just cut through all your baloney. You're not my broker because I value your explanation. Just tell me how far Meditech has fallen. That far? Well, I'll tell you what you do. You short several thousand shares for me. No, don't sell what we've got. Just keep shorting the market enough to hedge the losses until I can get back to you. Don't waste time talking to me, you buffoon. Make the trades. I gotta get a hold of Alan. Where the hell have you been?
Why don't you stay off the telephone? I'm trying to call you.
Well, I've been on the telephone trying to save our financial butts. Meditech stock is crumbling. Now, I think I can save our losses, but we've got to dump every last share we own.
Okay, that has a bearing on what I want to talk to you about. The accreditation committee is coming over this evening to give us its final report. I think that we ought to hold off selling the Meditech until we find out if the committee is interested in a hospital takeover.
The way things are going, Meditech couldn't afford to take over the candy store. Now, we've got to get a hold of Scott Baldwin. That's what we have to do.